is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, he just called him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And now a throw on first. But it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Stafford on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, 3rd-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
Feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Powers through him, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. Herbert back to the air. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on fourth. Herbert, that's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. That's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got... And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember that.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Open man is Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Again, Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. This will be caught by Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Herbert on third down now. And that is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. That's to the former Ram, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprise. Surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now it's the backup Mayfield, rolling to his right. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. That would complete to Skoranek. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go play action. Mayfield. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. To throw, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield down. This is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell from 4 yards out. And the Rams have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid. Love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime. And boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. From the 39,
Herbert, quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Herbert back to the air.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Mayfield's throw pulled in here by Powell. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Mayfield. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they have regained the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 2nd down now, Rivers.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Rivers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. the shotgun. It's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Eckler now between the tackles. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Herbert off of play action.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped. Catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A first down throw for Mayfield. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's Mayfield. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown! Bryson Hopkins from 10 yards out. And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there on 20 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Herbert now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On second down, Rivers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. His throw incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert has got it to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, and this is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Herbert to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, keep in mind, no overtime in the preseason. So without...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Herbert to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Down to 1 knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL